Welcome to another video here on Stutteringfreediary. My name is Manolis, and on this channel, as usual, we talk about overcoming stuttering ideas, and I also share my story on how I was able to overcome stuttering. And as I say, if I was able to do it, so can you. In today's video, we're gonna talk about help and support, and sometimes, even though it may be very well meant and well intended from kind people, sometimes we tend to reject it, and we have our own reasons for it. And some other times we just want to be left alone. Let me be more specific. I found myself at the airport. I was waiting at the gate back in, I think it was 2010. I was waiting for the boarding process to take place. So at that time, I started to be more social. I initiated conversations with random people and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's good and sometimes the effects are not that positive, let me put it this way. So I started talking with a father and his son. The son was around 4 or 5 years old or something like that. And after a while, even though I was trying to speak fluently and be more calm and peaceful, let's say, after a while, the man found out that I was stuttering, and it was obvious after a while. And he told me, "Oh, I used to stutter as well, and when I was younger." And the thing that happened after that was not so comfortable, because as I mentioned previously, sometimes we just want to be left alone. It doesn't mean that we don't want to improve. It doesn't mean that we don't want to seek solutions. But sometimes when we suffer, and back then I have to say, truth be told, that I used to suffer because of this symptom of stuttering. And we just have to feel it. We don't have to avoid it consciously. We just have to let things be in a way. And what he did exactly is that for the rest, for the next 10 or 15 minutes until we got into the plane, it was unbearable, because he stood there, he didn't go away, and he was way too observant. He was observing how often I was stuttering, and even though he suggested something that to his perception, to his mind, was very helpful, it wasn't. And every time I stuttered during the conversation, he stood there as a robot saying, "Oh, you stuttered again, you did it again, oh, be careful." So I don't know if I'm being very vivid in details in order to let you know how this felt, but this is very, very crucial. Throughout the healing process that we all go through in life, it doesn't matter if we stutter or not, all the people go through their own healing crisis. So, as I was saying, sometimes we just need to let it be. Just feel it, feel the suffering. And even though maybe in his mind his intention was very well meant, well intended, we have to know when to stop and when to keep going. And in this case, even though it was unbearable for 10-15 minutes time, it also gave me an important lesson, that sometimes we don't have to push things. We just have to let them be, and help will come, support will come, and when we are ready, we will make that next step. So I hope this makes sense. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.